people in society today, scientists, politicians, economics, psychologists, sociologists, there is no answer to the problems people search for desperately. In all their discovery, they have yet to learn that Christ is the answer for the world today. Educational institutions, penal systems reform, educational institutions inform, or so they say, but God's church is the only institution that will transform. We live a time when there is so much excitement, action, and change, people don't even know how to sit down and relax. Have you ever invited somebody to your house and they can't be still? They're not used to relaxing. When people come to my house, I say, relax. I got a swimming pool. They say, do you ever get in it? I say, I sure do. Why do I have it? Yes, ma'am. It's to swim in. It's to take a break and relax. But we so keyed up and we running so much and we doing so much and we hopping from here to there. Always busy and we ain't getting nowhere. Ain't doing nothing. We got to learn how everything is. Hurry up. I need it yesterday. So the doctors, psychiatrists, psychologists, and those, what they call them, psychic folks, are getting rich. And the rich and the well-to-do are taking their advice. But the poor and the less fortunate are left to their own devices of trying to cope with drugs, alcohol, murder, stealing, bullying, anything that might bring them a measure of peace. And that's the way it is. We wonder, what is the church doing? There are more than 2,000 churches in this city. Not counting missions, house churches, cell churches, and yet we have the most miserable people. Broken homes, divorces, thieves, robbers, crime, and everything else. Any black, and really truly, black people are committing suicide. And having nervous breakdowns. We never used to hurt ourselves. Black people didn't hurt somebody else. Get you out the way. But they didn't jump off a building and hang themselves, you know, and cut their wrists and stuff like they're doing now. We are mixed up world because we don't know the work that we need to be doing. What's wrong? We're not ministering to the whole man.
That's right.
They need spiritual and natural teaching to show them how to live.
You're right.
If we don't start teaching them both sides, they may be converted, but they'll walk away in a real world. They have to know that you won't be on a spiritual high all the time. When you get through shouting, there's a real world out here. You got to live down here where there are real problems. You got light bills. You got a mortgage. You got foreclosures, hurricanes, tornadoes, no jobs, children, no food. This is where ministry becomes important. We are not exempt from life problems. Differences are evident in every church.
That's right.
You're not always going to agree, even in your local church. But you got to understand that there is a head.
That's right.
And you got to let them work out them differences. One of the problems with some of us who trying to minister is we trying to work it out and we trying to counsel the members. That's not your job.
That's right. Well.
Okay. We have to teach and by example, be rooted and grounded in the Word. So you won't fall over when you fall outside of these four walls. You know, I hear a lot of people saying, actually they repeat what they heard somebody else say. How much the Word says. If you didn't read it, don't repeat it. Because people misinterpret the Word and they say stuff that ain't nowhere in the Bible. It's nowhere there.
You're right about
You got to know the Word for yourself. And you got to understand it. It was really funny when President Barack Obama first became president. One of the commentators went on the news and he said, Lord Jesus, we got a president who can read and understand what he reads. You got to understand the Word of God. And a lot of people read the Word, but they misinterpret Scripture. So when you don't understand, first ask God to give you an understanding. And then you have a shepherd. You can go to that shepherd and say, Pastor, I
That's right.
What can I do? Sometimes we try to settle problems, but we just not equipped to do so. Let the pastor do the counseling.
Yes.
Right.
He is the shepherd, and God gave him oversight of the church, not you.
That's right. Yeah.
Amen.
When you are working, stay in your lane.
Yeah. Oh, my Lord. Right.
Stay in the lane that God gave you.
Yes.
New saints need guidance
Right.
from experienced saints.
Right.
Yes.
Even if you've been in the church a while, babies still need milk,
Right. Come on.
not meat.
Right. Come on, man.
You can't give them steak
No, ma'am.
when they need pudding.
Right.
You can't beat up on them about what they have on
Right.
Oh.
when they're struggling with how they got here.
Yes.
And they don't have bus fare back.
Yes. Yes.
And they wore whatever it was they had on to get there.
Yes.
So stay out of that area.
Yes.
That's his area.
That's right.
Yes,
That's his
ma'am.
area.
Yes.
That's not our lane.
That's right.
Ours is to love them, and we so glad to see you.
That's
And thank
right.
you for
Come
coming
on.
to our church tonight.
You're
And we
right.
just gonna love you and love you. And
Absolutely.
as they come, they see how you do.
That's right.
That's why you gotta be careful what you do
Yes. Amen.
when you're working in the church.
Amen.
Because somebody is watching you.
Yes.
Job 32:7 says, great men are not always wise.
Uh-oh.
Neither do age understand